The Texas Department of Information Resources just launched an app that will let Texans create an account to keep track of different government-issued IDs. But you can't use the app to register to vote. Texas is one of only 8 states that does not allow new voters to register online. Maggie Glenn reports on how the state is leaving that option out as it upgrades other online processes.
Texans can use TXT to officially renew or replace their driver's license or their state ID and renew their vehicle registration.
A new digital assistant called TXT is aiming to make it more convenient for Texans to keep track of their license and registration.
Once you've set up your secure account, you'll get notifications through the app that it's time to renew.
Meanwhile, voting registration remains offline.
Everybody who's a new voter must actually fill out a paper registration.
Earlier this month, the Secretary of State's office says it ran into a paper supply chain issue and said it would only be able to send the League of Women Voters a quarter of the voter registration cards the nonprofit requested. The state was able to fulfill the request days later.
I don't know what changed, but they did end up sending us the voter registration forms.
The league says an online option could have easily solved the problem, which 42 states already offer.
We do have the technology. We just don't have the will in the legislature to pass this very needed update to our voter registration process.
All elements of the voting process have become more contentious and public opinion divided among partisan lines. You increasingly see more Republican skepticism.
With Republicans holding a majority at the state level, political experts say the only way Texas could see online voter registration soon is if it was passed at the federal level.
It's going to have to be something coming out of the Democratic majorities in Washington right now.
Maggie Glenn for State of Texas.
The department says it's ready to work to integrate the process of new voter registration into the app, but only if state leaders request it. Some Texans are allowed to register to vote online thanks to a lawsuit against the state. The League of Women Voters and the nonprofit Move Texas sued the state, claiming Texas was violating the National Voter Registration Act. 5 years of legal battles led to a 2020 settlement. Under the agreement, Texans who update their driver's license online can also register to vote online. Do you want a border wall or not? The federal government is asking for input on what to do next on an unfinished segment. Why that has environmentalists pushing their message and looking for support.
We need a commission. We need oversight. We need unbiased oversight in our profession.
Texas homeowners with builder concerns used to have a state remedy, but lawmakers shuttered that solution years ago. Why? And what do leaders say the industry needs now? Our investigation coming up.